If you Google this question, you'll get a useless answer. One side says, AutoCAD is stable and professional. The other says, Blender is free and everywhere. Both are right, and both completely miss the point. Because in 2026, software alone doesn't decide your income. This video is not AutoCAD bad, Blender good. And it's definitely not Blender will replace everything. What we're actually answering is this. Which skill path gives you better earning leverage in 2026? Not hype, not nostalgia, actual career reality. And the answer isn't obvious at first. Because here's the weird part. AutoCAD users often earn more per job, but Blender artists often earn more over time. So which one actually pays more? Let's break it down properly. AutoCAD lives in structured industries. Architecture, engineering, construction, manufacturing, clear pipelines, clear roles, clear expectations. AutoCAD shines in fields with strict rules and teamwork like building designs, machine creation, road projects, and factory setups. Everyone knows their job, follows set steps, and meets exact goals without confusion. Imagine a busy construction site. Architects sketch precise blueprints, engineers check strength calculations, and builders follow those plans to the millimeter. AutoCAD handles this by enforcing straight lines, exact measurements, and shared files that keep the whole team on track. No wild creativity here, just reliable tools for pros who can't afford mistakes. Think of AutoCAD like a recipe book for giant Lego projects. In architecture, it draws house plans perfectly. Engineering uses it for bridge supports that won't collapse. Construction teams build from those drawings, and manufacturing prints machine parts that fit every time. Roles stay simple. One person designs, another reviews, all with the same clear rules. This setup makes big projects finish on time and safely, even for teams of hundreds. Blender lives in flexible industries. Games, animation, product visualization, marketing, content creation, messy paths but wider doors. And that difference changes everything. Unlike stiff software locked to one big company, like Autodesk for giant engineering teams, Blender gives solo artists, indie game makers, or us YouTubers total freedom. Jump from one project to the next without learning everything from scratch or spending a ton of cash. The messier paths mean hustling across gigs, but wider doors bring freelance freedom, global collabs, and portfolios that scream versatility. Here's the truth most people avoid. AutoCAD pays for precision. Blender pays for outcomes. Blender pays based on the magic you create. Stunning visuals that grab eyes, designs that boost sales, or quick turnaround projects that hit deadlines. Your earnings grow as you tackle bigger creative challenges, freelancing for ads, games, films, or products, where the final wow factor counts more than perfect lines. With AutoCAD, you're paid for accuracy, compliance, and reliability. You usually earn through employment, contracts, or firm-based work. With Blender, you're paid for value. How good it looks, how well it sells, how fast it ships. That means Blender income scales with how many problems you can solve, not just how well you draft. This shift means AutoCAD builds reliable careers in technical fields, while Blender opens doors to explosive freelance or studio gigs driven by imagination and results. In 2026, 3 things matter more than the software. 1. Industry demand. 2. Pipeline awareness. 3. Business positioning. Industry demand refers to the actual jobs studios and companies post, favoring skills like optimized assets for games or films over raw software tricks. AutoCAD sees steady needs in engineering and manufacturing for precise 3D prints and CAD models, while Blender surges in creative fields like animation and virtual production with over 22,000 related postings. Pipeline awareness means knowing the full workflow from concept to final render, including real-time previews, asset libraries, and AI tools for rigging or cleanup. This ensures your models fit team handoffs without rework, as modern setups prioritize cloud collaboration and engine-ready outputs. Business positioning involves tailoring your portfolio to roles, with breakdowns showing problem-solving like game-ready characters or custom demos for lighting gigs. Studios hire those who prove industry fit through targeted reels, not generalists, building visibility via conferences and niche expertise. AutoCAD careers are more predictable. Blender careers are more expandable. One rewards stability. The other rewards leverage. Neither is better, but they reward different personalities. So here's the real question most people should ask. Do you want a defined role with steady pay, or a flexible skill that can branch into multiple income streams? And more importantly, can you combine them? Because the highest earners don't actually choose sides. Imagine you're building your future like choosing tools for a toolbox. Do you grab one sturdy hammer for a single, predictable job that pays the bills every month? Or do you collect a mix of tools like a hammer, screwdriver, and drill that let you fix all kinds of things and earn from different gigs? The smart move? Pack both in your box. Top earners don't pick one. They use the hammer for stability, while the extra tools open doors to more cash on the side. You can too. Start with a steady job, then add flexible skills like freelancing or online sales to grow without limits. If you want honest breakdowns of 3D careers, tools, and where the money actually is, not just software hype, subscribe. This channel is about understanding how skills turn into income in the real world. In the next video, I'll break down which 3D skills scale best long-term, regardless of software.